everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back. So tonight I'm coming on to share a little process video and I'm going to make an ATC card and I am doing that because essentially this ATC card will eventually be one pocket of a 9-pocket letter. So I was watching Nellie Phillips here on YouTube, and her channel name is Nellie, Nellie Phillips, and I will of course leave the link to her video in the description box below. But she is hosting a swap. I believe Scrap the World, she has done a number of these swaps where she'll have a particular theme and everybody do one pocket, and then they get sent back out to everybody, and then everybody has contributed to making this one pocket letter. So I loved Nellie's theme. What she wanted is a shabby fall themed pocket letter, and she has made a very sweet card herself. She does have probably 4 or 5 slots still available, so if you would like to participate, and I believe it is for US only, but you can check out her video for all the details. But I just loved the concept. I used this paper pad for my contribution for my pocket. This is by Prima. It is Amber Moon by Frank Garcia paper pad, and it's an 8x8. I was going crazy because I had misplaced this for a little bit, but I found it. And so I used, I want to say it was this paper, but I think it was a different one. Yes, it's very similar. Okay, I used this paper for my background, and then this paper pad has a lot of these small journaling cards. Since it's an 8x8, the pocket, or the journaling cards here, they measure roughly 2 by 2.5 inches. So my ATCs vary just a little bit, since I didn't have enough of the same little journaling card to do all of the pockets. I was able to do 2 different ones. So I've got one that says blessed and one that says thanks. So you could, if you're participating in the swap, you could get either one. And but I really like how these turned out. So definitely, if you want to join in, go check out Nellie's channel, her video, and of course, as I said, will be linked. And yeah, get in touch with her and we'll go from there. So let me show you what I did to make my shabby fall pocket. So we're going to start out, a pocket is, or the insert for the pocket is 3.5 inches tall by 2.5 inches wide. And I did kind of have to squish my ATC cards in here just a little bit, because I used some ribbon, which is a little bit thicker, and I got them in no problem, but I did have to like make sure they fit in there, squish them down just a little bit. So anyways, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to ink up the edges of this in some brown ink, and this is just like a sponging tool that I got at Tuesday morning a little while back. So I am just want to distress these edges so we can call it shabby. And I'm going to do both cards. So I've got this one here that says thanks, and I love that sweet basket of sunflowers with a little bow on top. Really cute. Okay, so I'm not being too careful, I'm just smushing on some ink. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I just took my scissors and I am just distressing the edges of this card a little bit. Gonna give us a nice shabby feeling. I will say, I think I got the inspiration, Tiffany Solorio. If I'm saying it correctly, she has a YouTube channel. Got a lot of followers. She's very popular. And I saw her make a card doing with the same amber moon, and she had distressed the edges of it. So pretty. Quite frankly, I'll leave the link to that video below as well. It was beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so I've distressed these edges a good amount, and I'm gonna do the same. And pretty is not, well, pretty is my goal here, but I'm just wanting perfection. We're just wanting to shabby this up a little bit. Okay, awesome. And I think I did this earlier, and then sometimes I come back in and distress it. I just come back in and hit a little bit more of my ink, but I don't want it too much because I want some of that white to show through. Look at this mess I'm making. And then in addition, I've got this metallic luster gold rush, this waxy paste. So I'm just going to use my finger in here and get some of that paste, and I am just going to come along and hit the edges. Just a little bit here and there. That's a lot of paste I got on that corner. I'm just kind of like rubbing it a little bit here and there. And then I did take and just rub it just a little bit. I like to get a little bit extra in the edges as well. Using a clean finger just to burnish in that gold just a little bit. And it dries pretty quickly. All right, I'm gonna look at this mess I've made, and I don't even think I brought my baby wipes over here. I'm gonna do the same to this as well. Now this one, I do want to be a little bit neater too, because this one's going to be on the, you know, more visual, but I'm still wanting it to make it distressed looking, which I think we've achieved. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I do have a baby wipe over here. Clean off my fingers a little bit and then clean up all of this shaving from my distressing. Okay, that's better. All right, whoops, get the lid on, there we go. All right, and I did cover up a lot of that distressing, so I'm just gonna come back in and just distress it just a little bit more. Okay. That'll work. All right, now I made another mess, didn't I? Okay, I think I'm done distressing. Okay, now, one of my favorite times, ribbon time. And I'm gonna use a little bit of lace because shabby chic, I think that calls for lace. So I'm gonna trim that, and then I've got this beautiful velvet ribbon I got from Joann's, and I gotta tell you, I think I need another roll of this. I've been using it. All right, so it's kind of this beautiful pumpkin color. It's not an orange, a little bit of a burnt orange. Very, very pretty. I love velvet ribbon. Okay, and I'm making sure that my pumpkins are facing up, that I'm not gonna do this upside down. So I'm going to just tape this ribbon around to the back, and I'm gonna lower it just a hair. Okay. And I'm just gonna use tape to affix the lace and the ribbon. All right. I feel like that's crooked a little bit. Let's try that again. Okay. Gonna tape down the other side. Okay, very nice. Now, I've got some foam squares here. And I never liked these foam squares too much because I always felt like they were too thick. But in this instance, my ribbon here, knocking some tags down. Got too much stuff stacked up in the back here. But yeah, I never liked these dots much because they were always too thick. And quite frankly, I'm not sure where my roll of foam tape is. It's somewhere around here. But I went and got these dots. And I don't want to put the dots where the ribbon is going to be because it's thicker there and it'll, you know, it's not going to lay nice for you. So these thicker dots were perfect for this project. Okay, and if I have to move a dot around or two, I will, but I think that's good. And I think I want to distress this up just a little bit more. Okay, I like it. And then just for a little bit of interest, I used, I had one of these bling pieces. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It's like a, I don't know, a bronzy, brownish color. That was like a whole bling piece, and I just cut it up to use on the corners of these cards. So that is not uniform, but if you see, I've got just different pieces of that bling piece on here. So I love that. It's very pretty. All right, and that is just on a plastic backing, and they're all on there together, so I can gently peel this off of the backing. Okay, I knocked off one of my beads, which I have not done all night until I sit here and do this for you. Okay, hopefully we can get it back on okay. All right, I like the placement of those little beads. I'm going to use my scissors to put this back on where it popped off from, and it's a pretty good sticky on here. I just knocked it pretty good off. Okay, very good. And then I might want another one of these pearls, but let's add our card on there and see what we think. So yeah, I was really excited about the concept that Nellie had shared. I've seen Scrap the World and all of those folks make those beautiful, beautiful pocket letters when everybody contributes. It's just so nice. So I've not done this before, so when I saw her suggest that, I was like, ooh, yes, I want to do that. Okay, so I'm just putting this down at a little bit of an angle. And then I am gonna come back in here with one of these larger pearls, and I'm just going to cut it apart from the rest. And peel it off the backing. Okay, I like that. And then last but not least, you know, I've got to have some gold glitter somewhere. I just cut out a leaf with this punch out of some gold glitter paper, and I got this in a pack of 4 leaves at Hobby Lobby. Had 4 different ones. So I'm going to take, I have some Fabri-Tac somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I hate being, I was gonna say I hate being disorganized, but I don't feel like I'm ever organized, but I hate it when I lose my stuff. But anyways, we will make do. So I'm using a little bit of glossy accents. That's a pretty strong glue once it dries, and I am just tucking it back here And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull this out and add a little bit of glossy accents to the top so it's going to stick to the back of this card. That'll give it a little extra hold. Okay. All right, I think we're gonna call this ATC card done. All right, guys, so if you would like to participate in this swap, you're gonna make 9 little cards, all pretty much the same, and then you know, you can add just a small little goodie or something for your partner. So check out Nellie's channel and get in touch with her if you would like to participate. So thanks for stopping by and watching, and until next time.